yourself. I hope you feel moved because my goodness, we are absolutely blown away by every single one of you. And I am honored to be here today.
100%. Sentiments exactly. I know you guys are ruining us, guys. It's just like, oh, we're going to talk all about that today. We got around a minute on the clock, and be sure to use this opportunity. Send some last minute reminders to your team and everything. Watching the Facebook groups, that's cool too. Have fun. I'm glad you're there. But if you have the opportunity to be on the Zoom, we'd love to see you in the chat, see your faces, see everything that there is. It's the best part about our business, right, Lyndsey? It's just connecting with our people. I think that was one of the cool things about the Vision Team is we got to see all of our people. We're like, oh. So fun. So fun. All right. I got many gizmos and gadgets and everything going on. Well, Lyndsey, I'm asking everybody as they're coming in, what was one positive, memorable experience you had over your holidays?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you guys, a lot of you know, my oldest daughter is away at college. This is her first year away at college. So this is the first year for my family. I could get emotional, but this is the first year that we've had her come back home from school and all be together. And if you know that feeling, if you're on here and sending your child off to college and then they come back home for the holidays, I see Kathy shaking her head. Yes, I know Heather feels me on this, but when your kids go away and then they come back and you are back together as a full family unit, it was the most magical few weeks of my entire life. We had so much fun. We took in every single moment, even the little things that we did together, just like dinner and hey, let's watch a movie. And normally we travel the week after the holidays, and we didn't this year. We all stayed here at home. So we traveled the weekend before Christmas this year. So we really got a true break with each other, and it was the most memorable, beautiful holiday I can truly remember as a family.
Wow.
So it was wonderful. I hope you all
Wow.
had the same.
Absolutely did. Man, thanks for sharing that, Lyndsey. I'm getting like teary-eyed for some reason. I'm like, man, gosh, there's gonna be many emotions today, but we're gonna get this kicked off. So let me grab this real quick. But what's going on, champions? Give me a big wave or throw a 5 in the chat so you're gonna hear us. All right. One commitment I've made this year, and we're going to talk about vision statements. We're going to talk about what you did. We're going to talk about how to launch those into this year. I got, as you just saw and heard, Lyndsey Yocom, Lyndsey the Yocom. I call her the tactician. She's somebody that I'm telling you is such a genius at just getting things done in business. Like I've met many, many network marketing professionals throughout my career. But Lyndsey, you just have a way of making the hard seem simple. So you're going to share with us some juicy tips today on what you're doing, what you tell us to do as well, too. Is that right?
Yes, I am. I'm so excited to be here.
It's going to be super cool. I'll bring you back up in just a little bit. And congratulations, everybody, for making it to your first Champions Academy. If you're brand new, welcome to the family. My name is Zheng, the honor of being your host and MZ today. But being the first of the year, my gosh, we've been preparing for this. If you're brand new, by the way, welcome to the family. Put in the chat, how long have you been involved in Partner Co? Like some of us, have you been involved for months? Have you been involved for years? Have you been involved for days? Actually, over 6 months for Charmaine, 6 months for Darlene. Awesome. 8 years for Pam. What's up, Cindy? 3 months, 8 months, 6 months, 13 months, 3 months, 1 month. Wow, come on. I know there were people that actually got started over the holidays. You guys are crazy. You guys are hungry. A few weeks, Stephanie said. Congratulations on that. So you're entering into a year that I'm saying this is the year of freedom. Right? Who here wants more freedom in your life, freedom in your health, freedom in your wealth, freedom in your family, like so many different things. And today we're going to give you a blueprint. We're going to give you a vision statement. We're going to give you the steps to be able to do that. But I also want to go through a lot of different notes with us today as well, too. All right. So congratulations. That's your word for the year, Arlene. Awesome. Glad that you're here. Now, if you've been living under a rock for some reason, and you don't know what just happened, we just went through this huge transformational experience of putting together a vision statement. Cindy McKnight, I see her in the chats as well too. Thank you, by the way. Can we give a big shout out to Cindy for just her contribution, her collaboration, like what she poured out her heart and soul and gave us all a step to do. And my gosh, did we do that? Who here, put a 1 in the comments if you did your vision statement. You did it, you filmed it, you went live, or you recorded it. Like, yeah, you brought so many tears to all of us. It was crazy. So we're going to talk about what to do with these today. And if you missed it for whatever reason, talk to your mentor, talk to your coaches. I would highly recommend still to do this. It is quite possibly the single most transformational exercise you can ever do for your business and for your life. And I know that those that did this and follow through with it this year are going to look back to the beginning of 2025. But man, this is exactly where life changed for me and everything. All right. So congratulations there. So let me start off with a couple of announcements. Our goal is to give you a roadmap so you know the things that are important. So here's a couple of things that are important. Number one, lock these in January 7th and 8th. So that's this Tuesday and Wednesday. Danielle, am I right? I love our team, by the way, because they always let me know when I have like spinach in my teeth. So is anyone else having trouble getting into the new year? Your dates are all off, your times are all off. So I was making all these announcements and like I get all the dates and times wrong. And Daniel's like, are you testing us? I'm like, yeah.
It's called new parent brain.
We've all
been there. Yeah.
I will take that. Yes, new parent brain. Yes, 100%. So this Tuesday and this Wednesday, both are at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We have a worldwide partner call. And then on Wednesday, so Tuesday is a worldwide one. Wednesday is North America. So all hands on deck. Be sure to go through these. All these links are in our partners groups, by the way. So register. It's a private webinar. You want to make sure that you and all of your teammates are on this. So what I would recommend, make a list of all of your people that need to be on this and make sure they get the memo. Here's one tip that I'll give for 2025. The best promoters of events are going to win big. The best promoters of big events are going to win big. Don't let Lyndsey do it as an announcement, for example. Don't let the chat rooms do it. If you want to be the leader, you want to be the one to know who's on from my team and who needs to be on. Well, James, I don't have a team. You start to think this way, you will build a team. All right. So really start to document these things and who needs to be on these things. Leverage what corporate's doing. They're throwing money at this and take all that money right there. All right. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I guess I actually didn't know this, but it sounds like we might be talking about the new website. Are you guys pumped for that? Like, Lyndsey, how does that make you feel to know that we're coming out with something new? You got some sneak peeks and stuff.
I did. You guys, it is absolutely incredible. First of all, we've done massive things here already, right? As an organization, as a team, all of you here, we've done huge things already, but I'm going to tell you guys, we have not even scratched the surface yet of what is about to happen and what is coming. What Partner Co is doing for all of us is absolutely mind-blowing. I'm so excited about the new website. There are a lot of other things that I'm really excited about that are coming this year. But this call right here is going to really get you guys in full preparation of a massive, massive explosion that's about to happen this year. And it just starts with the website. The website is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so excited about it.
It's going to change the game. It's going to win awards. It's going to make you feel proud, even more proud, to represent Partner Co and to share this. So stay tuned for that. Be the first in the know for that. Also, the Body Balance Challenge is getting ready to launch, right? So Sunday is when you can officially register. So just grab the link. I know a common question is, how do I register? You just have to click on the link one more time on the 5th. So that's tomorrow. You can submit your befores and afters and everything and do your best, right? Play with this process. And besides just transforming your own body, you're also going to start this year just really, really strong. So be sure to grab that. And all throughout all of our prospect groups, we're going to be tuning in and streaming in the challenge calls every Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. There's going to be weekly challenge calls. So just stay tuned for that. Just be in the know. All right, here's another tip for today. One thing that I know that I need as a leader is I need information. Imagine if you're the president of the United States. Every day, the first thing that the president will get is a lot of notifications. They're going to have to know what's going on in the world, what's going on in the nation. For you and building your empire, it's important to know what's happening. So don't like spend tons of time, but just be aware and be in tune, because what you don't know won't help. If that makes sense, put a me in the comments below. I know Lyndsey knows everything, and she knows how to leverage and promote and do all those different things. Lyndsey, any notes on this body balance challenge?
Yeah, I completely agree. Having something, what I love about this company and what I love about everything that we have here, even, as an organization, is your ultimate goal is to move people, move your prospects, move your customers, move your brand partners, move them to the next step. That is the name of the game. That is the key to success. You're moving people to the next step for their personal result and their personal success. So when the company gives us something, or your team gives you something to move your prospects, to move your people to the next step, this is something that you get to go and now reach out to every single person you've ever talked to. When you are in any type of sales business or anything, right? Whether you're in your church, whether you're in business, whether you, with your kids, I'm thinking about that too. You have to follow up multiple times, right? Sometimes 7 to 10 times somebody has to hear something in order to go, you know what? The timing is right for me. That is right for me now. And this challenge is exactly that. You now get to go and have a tool to put in front of every single person that you've ever come in contact with and say, hey, now the time might be right for you. This is something super fun we're doing. I'd love to do it with you and help you create the results and the success you would like. So it's super important to utilize what the company, what the team throws out to you as a tool to go get in front of people again.
So love that. Thank you, Lyndsey. Guys, who here already got a nugget today that you can implement, right? Like, we're just going to keep it real straight with you guys this year because we're winning big time. So these are all pro tips. Thanks for that. All right. And last announcement before we get into the crux of everything is events. This is going to be a year. We just got back from an event called GoPro. Some of you may or may not be familiar with a guy named Eric Worre. And what I like about Eric is he has a high level view of all the companies in network marketing. So he notices trends, and he works with the most people that have made millions of dollars a year. And this is one thing that he said. Here's a note. He challenged everybody. He said that this is the year that if you have a mix of both online events, who here is grateful we can work from our phones from anywhere, anytime, right? Busy moms, busy grandmas, all busy parents, right? That's great. But at the same time, because everything has been virtual, it's important to have a good mix of in-person as well too. Who here just loves it when you can just hug people, right? We can't do that just yet. So if you have a mix of online and offline, he challenged everybody to start putting that into your mix. So if you can get to an event locally to you or some type of connect event, prioritizing these big events, you will be a step ahead. That's why at the Connect event in Destin, there's 2 big events in North America this year. There's the PXP in Dallas in September. Who here's go to PXP? Put a PXP in the comments below. Yeah, let's go. We're already visualizing that. But in North America, the Destin event is the other second biggest event. I would call it kind of like a regional. You're going to have 1,000+ people. You're going to meet all the founders, execs, all the top leaders. Pretty much anybody that's going to do something huge in Partner Co. is going to Destin. Lyndsey, I want to ask you about this as well too, because you're a busy mom. You have a crazy business. Destin's not exactly the most convenient place to go to, and the schedule doesn't make sense. Why are you going?
Yeah. So this is actually the one thing that I want to talk about and get very real with you guys today on this event right here. I am so adamant about making sure that as many of you I would love to see 100% of this call go. I mean, there are a lot of you on here on this Saturday morning. Go to that Destin event. And here's why. I have been in this industry for 12 years. And the one event that I missed is the one event that I needed more than anything. And I share that with you because I almost missed an event. And it was the event that I needed more than anything in the world. And I made myself get there last minute, and it changed my entire life. That was the first year I broke 6 figures in the industry, was that event that I almost didn't go to. I had too many things going on. Life was crazy. I couldn't afford it. There were so many things in my way. So many things in my way. More things than you can even imagine. But I bet there's somebody on this call today that is sitting here going, that's me. I can't do it. I have so many things that are up against me right now. I have so many things that are standing in my way, and I completely understand 100%. I'm sharing this with you, though, because I almost missed that event. And had I missed that event, my whole entire life would not have been impacted the way it is today. I literally went on and made my first 6 figures that year. You cannot miss an event. And I will tell you, we will do, if you come to us and say, Lyndsey, James, whoever your leader is, right? Whoever your mentors are, you come to them and say, I've got all these obstacles, but I know I have to be there. We will do whatever needs to be done to get you there, right? We will help you. We will make sure that you have roommates in the hotel room. We will make sure to help you find, the airfare to get there. That's the least expensive. We will make sure that we help you make the income. That is what my mentors did for me. When I said I couldn't get there, they said, tell me the obstacles. I told them the obstacles. And they ran through a brick wall to get me there with them because they knew I needed to be there and they knew I wanted to be there. I just had the roadblocks. So if that is you, you reach out and we will do everything it takes to get you there, because I can promise you, Cindy and I walked into that event last year, 1 year ago, this same event that's coming up right now in Destin. Cindy and I walked in scared, nervous, not sure, right? We had to really see, is this really going to be it, right? We've seen so many things out there in this industry. Is this really going to be it? And we walked into this event that's about to happen in Destin just 1 year ago. And you guys, it changed our entire world. The people, you will be, we walked in, we were prayed over immediately. We were loved on immediately. We were embraced and brought in and said, oh my gosh, we're so excited and grateful that you are here. But you have to see that and you have to feel that. And the only way to do that is exactly what James is saying, is you have to be there and take it in. Okay. That was the moment right there 1 year ago that changed everything for us. And our goal is to make sure as many of you walk into this event in Destin and you feel that. And you get to have that in, because I'm telling you, we're going to talk about, vision today. I can promise you, you step your foot into this Destin event and your why and your vision that you all just put in video, that you're like, oh, I'm saying this, but I really want this to come to life. I can promise you, you walk in that Destin event, your whole entire world is going to change. And you could be that person that breaks that 6-figure income this year because you walk into that Destin event. So it is absolutely hands down for me, the number one thing. I'm excited about all the things that are happening. But when you also get to sit next to Dr. Crystal Vance and you get to sit next to James and Becky Zheng, and you get to sit next to Brent Palmer and Susan Frank, the number one global power ranker in our entire company, and you get to talk to them and rub shoulders with them, you guys, there's nothing in the whole world like it. So I hope let me know in the comments if you're coming to Destin. Say Destin. I want to see so many of you there. We cannot wait to give all of you a big hug and see you. I know there's going to be some stage crossing too, right? There's going to be a lot of great things. Would love to see all of that for you as well.
I'm so fired up, Lyndsey. My gosh. And I see everyone saying Destin in the chats below. Congratulations. And yes, some of you you're on a trip while you're there. What do? Right? But get your team there. If that's the case, basically move heaven and earth to get there. But I just want to reflect on this because like these are the memories that came up. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this was a year ago, 30 pounds ago or something, right?
Yeah.
What Cindy said. Congratulations, Lyndsey. So I can't wait to experience this again and just feel and look at the energy that there is for an event like this.
Partner Co. North America, it's PXP September 20th, and you're on stage. How are y'all feeling today?
Oh my gosh. It was so much fun. Oh, we had the best time. We're going to have so much more fun.
100%.
And we were so, I do want to say this to those of you that are on here that are watching that. Cindy and I were really scared, right? Like a lot of you may be very new here, or you might be like, I don't know, like I'm really nervous and I got a lot of fear right now, like walking into an event right like that. We understand that. We totally understand that feeling because gosh, I look at those videos and those pictures. Those were two very scared people on that stage, right? But again, reach out to us. We know that feel. We'll be right there. We'll wait for you at the front door. You come in if you're like, Lyndsey, I'm really nervous, like, but I want to be there. Tell us when you're landing. Tell us when you're getting there. We'll be at the front of that hotel waiting for you. We'll bring you right in, introduce you. You'll feel the love in this company literally within seconds of walking in that hotel room. I see Heather shaking her head. Yep. Right. You feel, you get that. And then when you're there, you're like, thank God they pushed me to get to this event. Changes your whole world. And there you go. Danielle's going to bring the margaritas. So then you're going to be fine.
So love that. So guys, challenge, if you're not yet at Destin, or you didn't get your ticket yet, get your ticket today. We'll figure out all the other stuff later and let your leaders know so we can shout you out and we can figure out a game plan. And for those that are already going to Destin, your challenge today is to think, who on my team do I know isn't going to, but needs to go to? And let's start to pack this like crazy. Thanks, Lyndsey, for all that. My gosh, I can't wait. It's like right around the corner. It's going to fly by. All right. So today we're going to talk about what y'all just did. This was nuts. And when we launched this, I'll be honest, Lyndsey, I was not expecting, because I put this in the warning. I said, this will be the hardest, but most transformative exercise. Yeah. And I said, 5% of you will probably do this. And we had a call, let's just call it 100 people that were on there. So I wasn't expecting, I'm trying to count, Lyndsey. I think there were at least 150 to 200 people total that actually did this. And my goodness, right? Crazy.
Yeah. And it really is, it has been incredible watching everybody's and just seeing them all pour in and seeing those of you put your whole hearts out there in front of, for a lot of you, strangers, right? Like a lot of you don't know some of the people in your groups or a lot of the people in your groups that you are putting this in front of. And it is such a brave thing to do. I hope, again, I said this in the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. I hope you're super proud of yourself. Because it is the most difficult thing to do. It really does take you down. I mean, you just have to, it humbles you in so many ways, right? But what I love the most about it is really getting to see the side of each and every one of you that all of us see the potential in, all of us see the dreams that we're like, yes, that's what I see. That's what I know out of Joanne. that's what I know out of Darlene. That's what I know out of Pam, right? Like when we see that, we're like, there it is. There it is. And it is truly the most transformational thing I've ever been a part of in this industry. I will say that it's the most hands down transformational thing this past week. Watching all of these vision statements is the most transformational thing I've ever been a part of in this industry.
100% on that, Lyndsey. Absolutely. Well, let's do this. We both have a lot of things to reflect on.
Yeah.
How about I'll share a couple of things, and then I'd love for you. You're gonna bring us home with all types of tactics and what do we do with this, right? So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna share a couple things first, and I'll pass it back to you. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, guys. So I want us to do a little bit of reflection on this because I'm observing how we do this. There's different responses that happen when you do a vision statement. And we've done this for many years now, like in our lives. So we understand there's patterns of success. And what I notice is it's a challenging thing because you're confronting a reality of yourself and going right against limiting beliefs. Who here found it difficult? Like you found this emotion out of nowhere seemingly, and you're like, why is this so difficult, right? Put me in the comments if you had some emotions that come. We saw tears. We saw people choking up. We saw some of the people that you would think are like emotionally like never going to get stirred. And it was just like got broken, right? Charmaine didn't expect to cry. And you're like, why am I crying all of a sudden? It's because you are finally embracing and actually allowing yourself and your heart to open up again to what you truly actually want. And we have to touch that. And it's important because how do you achieve these visions? So the mind doesn't know the difference of what's real and what's not real, right? So the more that you can touch the dream, the more that you can step into that reality that has not yet come into the present, the more real it's going to be. So what I'd encourage everyone, because you did the hard part, which is just getting it down. But like what Cindy said in her training, and Think and Grow Rich says this, is every day you want to repeat that statement at least twice. The more, the better, right? Morning and night. Yeah, reading it every single time. And why? You want to commit it to memory. You want to get so used to the feeling, the words, the everything, that piece of paper or that vision becomes more real to you than what you actually are physically experiencing right now. And especially, I want to challenge those that found it really tough, because let's be honest too. There's some of us that when you did this statement, you felt like an absolute fraud. You felt like, why am I doing this? Is this even possible? Like you're like doubting yourself while you're going through that, which is okay. It's normal because you're confronting your subconscious limiting beliefs. But what will happen is this: the more and more and more and more that you visit it, there comes a day when you wake up and you say your vision statement and you're like, oh, this is how it is. And you're like, oh, wow. And that's when freedom comes. All right. So how would I take these vision statements? Here's what I do with them. Every day I repeat them. And then vision without action is worthless. I'm going to have Lyndsey give you a ton of practicals, but here's something that I do every day. And I've learned this from some of the top I paid, $40,000 to give you what I'm about to give you right now. Okay. With your vision statement, when you're in that elevated state, after that, jot down at least 3 priority items, action steps you need to take today. So if you read your vision and you're like, what are the 3 most important things I need to get done today to move my business forward? All of those, write those down, and then at least take action on those first. Okay. Put a 3 in the comments if that makes sense. Just super simple. Every day might look a little bit different. We got basics, we got fundamentals, and do those. But at least every day, you got to keep on moving forward. All right. I also want to give you some things to put into your goals as well, too. I saw a lot of income goals. And who here was trying to figure out a partner code title with your income. You're like, what title should I hit to make $1,000 a week, to make $10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month? Some of you, you guys really want to do some big things. Some of your goals, all of your goals inspired us. It was just like, wow. So let me give you guys a couple of visuals here to just give you kind of like a true north on what might be some places to look at for a title. Title's not everything. You can't take a rank for the bank, but I like titles because number one, you get these cool pins. By the way, if we see you at the event, bring your pins, like do that. Partner code does them well, but it's kind of like a representation of ballpark of what you might be able to earn, okay? So let me just give you some things that we've seen are kind of like a healthy place to be at. So if you're not familiar with our title advancements, we have a lot of them. Yeah, these are benchmarks, like what Cindy said. The first 4 titles are just by lifetime earnings. But what I want to go down is we're going to go down this route here. Okay. So here's a couple places that I might land. I would look at, let me share one other slide here. Give me a second. Where is this one? Okay, there we go. Who here has a goal of making at least 1,000 a week or 5,000 a month or something like that? Put me in the comments if that's you. I saw a lot of people saying that is a common goal. So here's a target that you want to aim for. We've noticed that when you go officer, that's a top 1% in this company, that is around 1,000 a week. That week for sure, you're going to make at least $1,000, $2,000. But that's a healthy mark to aim for. How do you do that? I'm not going to go super big into comp plan today, but just give you some numbers. You want to build 2 teams. And on your smaller team called your pay line, you want to have 7,000 points. Let's just round up to that. Okay. So start to imagine your business every single week generating at least 7,000 points. That's like $10,000 of United States currency sales a week. So start to imagine 2 teams doing $10,000 of sales a week collectively. That could be 20 teammates doing $500 each, right? That could, whatever that it is. Just start to impress this into your subconscious mind and be like, I want to get officer. You get invited to the officers club. You get invited to the elite line so you can skip the line with customer service. You get sneak peeks on some really, really cool things. All right. So you might want to start putting that into your vision statement. What else? Who here's a goal of at least 10,000 a month? I put a 10 in the comments if that was like something that was firing you up. Like, what does that look like? Well, 10,000 a month, you want to look at something like senior officer. This is when you have 2 teams and you have them, it's called optimizing, 13,334 points. It's like $20,000 of sales, okay, every single week. This is what you want to start to imagine. 2 big teams just blowing up. And every week, imagine you wake up on Saturday and you see that number. And that is a $10,000 a month minimum income. Remember, these are all minimums that I'm talking about, because the reality is we've seen people make even more with these types of things as well, too. So start to imagine that. By the way, me, Cindy, and Lyndsey, we had a great call with Greg and Lanika and Katie Holt Larson, our president. We were masterminding. And you know, one thing that Partner Co said, who here wants to be on Partner Co's radar, by the way, this year? That sounds cool. Like, you want to be a player in the game. Here's something that they challenge all of us to. You know what they're looking for? They are specifically looking for senior officers. That's like a huge leadership place. Like I see a Pam Middleton here, a senior officer. I imagine a Donna Sambula, a senior officer. Like, these are a place, if you really want to do something gigantic, that is that 6-figure mark. That's what Partner Co is looking for. And by the way, if you want to win the trips and stuff, that's probably the place you want to be at. So senior officer, do that. Julie said it. I will be senior officer by the end of 2025. It's already done, sister. Come on. So there's that. How about more? Who here has a goal of making at least 20,000 a month? Put a 20 in the comments. Like, that sounds, I saw a lot of those as well, too. It's like, man, you guys really want to make some serious income. When you build these 2 lines, we say focus on 2 first. After that, you can then expand and you can build another line of business. And when you build 3 lines, That is what's called CEO. So imagine 3 lines, each doing $20,000 of sales a week. And that's around $20,000 a month plus, right? This is where Cindy and Lyndsey are at. I know that their income is even better. So I won't tell you what it is. It's too crazy. But that's where you want to be at, right? It's absolutely possible. Lyndsey and Cindy did it in their first, how fast was it? How many months was it? 8 months? I don't remember. It was so fast. Like
it's our first 8 months.
First 8 months. There we go. Not too shabby. Yes, Cindy said this is just one of the ways that we get paid. All right. And finally, for now, who here's a goal of making at least $50,000 a month? Put a 50 in the comment. Yeah. Charmaine's like, come on. Now you're talking. When you do your 3 lines, if you do 4 lines of business, this is called chairperson level 1. You're probably going to make at least $50,000 a month. I've seen through this minimum. In fact, I know multiple people that are chairperson level 1 because it's just one bonus we're looking at with these numbers. And this is when something called matching bonus kicks in, a leadership pay. That's why you want to go ultimate, by the way. If you're ultimate, put a U in the comments. Like you want to make sure you lock that in because that unlocks this huge, huge matching check. I know friends of mine that are chairperson level 1, actually even CEOs, making over $1 million a year through their partner co business. Why? Because they have very strong businesses. Their leaders are doing super, super well. And that's where the matching bonus kicks in. But chairperson level 1, I'd say is at least 50,000 a month. And if you're like, well, how do I make 100 grand a month? I'd say probably around chairperson level 3 or 4. Every other level after this is just another line that's optimized. All right. So with that said, I love it. Oh, Nancy put them in the chats below. Thanks for putting that. $1 million a year is probably around chairperson level 3 or 4, something like that. Okay. Is that helpful, guys? Just give you a little visual. Put that on your vision board. You might take a picture and go grab the partner code pin, go search for it and be like, boom, eyes on the prize right there just for some things. Last note I have for this, and I'll toss it to Lyndsey, is this. Let me tell you when you know you're on track with your vision. All hell breaks loose in your life. Did anyone notice that this week, did anyone have a kind of a challenging week, if we're to be honest? Right? You're like, why did my car tire blow? The check engine went on. My kids acted up. I got sick. Man, like this bill came out of nowhere. Like, did you know this happened? Like, no joke. Like, I've just noticed this typically happens. And, you know, in the beginning, when this happened to me, I use it as an excuse to say, well, God doesn't want me to do this goal because look how challenging it is. Well, actually, the problem with the reality is if you're facing challenge and there's opposition, that's the direction to go. Because no pain, no gain. It is a challenge to succeed, as Jim Rohn said. Case in point, I'm preparing. I'm dressed up because I do want to dress up more this year. But right after this, I'm doing an in-person event in San Diego. I'm seeing many of you there. It's going to be fun. And so we get back from our family trip, and we got to go set this whole thing up. We get there. Louis knows what I'm talking about. It was supposed to be a simple setup. I get in the room, and the whole hotel room is set up in reverse of what it needs to be. All the staff are gone. I'm the only one there. So I'm literally taking for an hour or two, well, I'm listening to your vision statements, by the way, so you motivated me. I'm flipping the whole room around to the other side, table by table, chair by chair. Okay, that's getting okay. And then we have an AV setup that's coming down. Louis comes down, Melissa Swaim comes down. They have a cool AV equipment. We think it's simple. What we realize is it's a super hyper complicated thing that's like you have to know calculus to put this thing together. What I thought would take 30 minutes took 6 hours. And we're there. And to make matters worse, my wife, Becky, she thinks that she had an infection in her breast because she was experiencing some super huge pain. She was about to go to the urgent care. And here I am being a husband, setting up for this event with my wife at home. And like, I don't know what's exactly happening, trying to get into the emergency room. And I'm like, why is this happening? And then I flipped the script and I realized this is meant to happen the way it exactly needs to be, because we're going into the right direction. You see, the world wants to kind of challenge you, wants to scare you. If you believe in the enemy wants to throw some darts at you. And usually he'll throw darts in the places you know you're the most vulnerable. For me, it's my wife, it's my family. For some of you, it's limiting beliefs. For some of you, it's like feelings of self-condemnation or woe is me or a victim mindset, whatever that it is. Start to be aware of these types of things. And instead of letting that cripple you, let that empower you to move through. Because this is also what I know. The challenge will never be so overbearing that you cannot overcome it. You will step up to the plate. You will navigate and lead through the charge, even when things seem hard. And let's just say what happened was this. Well, I was praying like crazy, of course, and praise God. Becky's totally fine. Like everything was, it was just it was a false alarm. So she's fine. She rested up super well. The room got put together. It was an amazing time. Me and Louie got a chance to really hang out a lot. And we're going to have a spectacular event. And we're on here today as well, too. But these are the things that I've noticed are going to happen to you as well, too. So don't be surprised if there's some type of challenge. But look at that as your test, that if you bulldoze through it head on, you're going to see the manifestation of your dream come to fruition a lot faster. Yeah, Becky's still on the call today, right? So grateful for her. So with that said, if you got that message and you're ready to take on your challenges this week, head on, put I'm taking it on in the chats below. Just want to make sure you're mentally equipped for that. And as you have that armor on, Lyndsey, I want to pass it back to you and talk to us as you're looking on these visions and you're thinking about how do I navigate my business now and how do I navigate my team now? What are some things that come to mind? What are things that you recommend us to do now to make sure that we're going towards accomplishing these?
Yes. So I saw many of you, right, as James is walking through, here's how you can, reach $1,000 a week. Here's how you reach $10,000 a month or $50,000 a month, right? A lot of you put in your vision statements those goals. And I saw in the comments and I watched most of you go, how am I going to do that? I'm going to give y'all a minute. I see y'all laughing. You're like, how am I going to do that? Okay. I sat in your shoes, over $60,000 in credit card debt. My husband and I were staring bankruptcy in the face. We were about to lose our business. We were about to lose our home, and we couldn't feed our 3 kids. And I sat there going, how am I going to do that? And I'm going to tell you that when your why hurts bad enough, the how is real easy. Okay? I'm going to get very emotional with you guys for a minute. When it hurts bad enough, the how's real easy. Looking at it on paper, going, how am I going to do that? Doesn't get you there. It doesn't. And this is exactly why. There are three things you need to be massively successful. You need a why that brings you so deep down to your core. It is so gut-wrenching that you literally are left a puddle on the floor. And a lot of you put that in your vision statements. Okay. So 1, you need a why. So deep, not surface level. It's got to be so deep it cuts you, right? Number 2, you need the vision. You guys have done that. You put your vision statements out there. You've read them, right? To everybody. You've got these videos. You've got to watch them every single day. You've got to listen to them. You have to see yourself actually that person. And I challenge you to continue to add to those. You're watching it every day and you're going, there's something else that's important to me. Write it in underneath your video, write it there. This is the other thing I'm definitely doing in 2025. Okay. You can add to those visions. I add to mine almost daily, right? I get excited about what's happening. I listen to and I'm like, okay, this is the next thing I want, right? And I continue to add to my vision. So number 1, your why. Number 2, your vision. Number 3, massive, relentless, decision-making, done action. Number 3 has to be action. You will not get any of these things done without it. I listen to personal development every single morning. That's something that I would write down. You want success, you have to train your brain. It has to become a habit. Feed your brain success every single day. And this quote that I got this morning is exactly what James was just talking about. You know, life is going to throw things at you all day, every day. None of us are free of that. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You may be Chairperson 3, James Zheng, and life is throwing stuff at him every single day. We all have it. But this quote right here, the difference between those that wish for a better future and those that create one is the definition of success. You can wish and hope for all of these things until you create it. And only you have the power to do that, right? We give you all the tools. We give you all the things. We give you the steps. We're going to give you something really amazing this week, okay? It's going to allow you to very simply go into massive actions. So all the things that James just showed you, right? Creating $1,000 a week, creating $5,000 a month, creating 10,000. And he is being very conservative with those numbers, just so you guys know. Very, very conservative, right? But creating that for you, if you take the action steps, it's going to happen. I think of Julie Gunther. I saw her while James was speaking, all of the things that a lot of you were like, how is this going to happen for me? In the chat, she said, I will be senior officer in 2025. You guys, it's a decision. You have to make the decision. It's not a, I hope, I really want. Be careful the words you say to yourself. The words that you say to yourself become your reality. And when you say to yourself, I will, it's a decision. And that decision will shape your entire life. But how do you get there, right? It's the action that happens. So I will tell you, one of our big things that we really, really talk about is our system, right? You want to be posting 2 times a day. The actions that we have in place for you to do the things, to start the conversations, to get things moving in your business, right? Our system, that's exactly how you get there. And when your why is so big, the how's easy. It's real easy, right? You start to form habits. I can tell you guys a habit that I formed this past year that I didn't even know I had it in me. Okay. It was something that I'm actually really, really proud of. Have you guys ever done something when you're like, I'm really proud of myself for that, right? There have been so many years in my life where I've said I'm going to do something, and I've like January 1st, I'm like, I'm doing this. This is happening. And then January 10th, I'm like, I'm really trying. And then January 31st, I'm like, February 1st is coming, right? I'm doing it in February. Okay. That was me for years and years and years and years. And I made a promise to myself this past year that no matter what, with my health journey. No matter what came in, no matter, the trips that we went on or the different things that we were, dinners and at games with our kids and had to get, hot dog stands or whatever to eat, no matter what, my health was always a priority. And I told myself that every single day. Lyndsey, your health is a priority. My years past, it was always, I fell off the wagon. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll get back to it. Let me do it on Monday. How many of you are Monday people? Okay. I just ingrained in my brain, your health is a priority, Lyndsey. And because of that, I was down 51 pounds. I feel absolutely incredible. I truly, when I say, I know a lot of you see the reels that I do, when I say I feel better in my 40s than I did in my 20s, that is legit, right? So I want you to really take that time to go, what is it that I am going to commit to and tell myself and decide so that I can move forward and make sure that the action every day I do meets the words that are happening here. Your action has to meet your thoughts and how you talk to yourself, right? So I will tell you, like James said, we've been working on some really incredible things. We had an incredible meeting. Cindy, myself, James, Becky, Greg and Lanika Scott. Who doesn't love them? They're absolutely incredible. If you don't know Greg and Lanika Scott, they have brought it personally 40 million in 40 million in income, right, in this industry that they've brought into their home. They are absolute geniuses in the network marketing profession. Katie Holt Larson, we have had nonstop masterminds meetings with them. We're bringing you guys something really amazing this coming week that is going to help you not only, right, our system is our system, okay? We know that, 2 posts a day and connecting with people, having the conversations, bringing them in, showing them what our products and our opportunity are is our system. But we're actually going to give you guys something in your hands that you can every single day be able to check off, say, this is done. I've done this. Here are the actions that I do that get me to what James just showed you, $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, okay? $10,000 a week, right? You're looking at that going, how am I even going to do that? And I'm telling you, we've already done it. It's done. When you look at people that have done it before you, why not you? I want you guys to put in the comments right now, why not me? I'm telling you, if I could, I am one of the most simple. I'm like, look, I am so busy. My life is chaotic. Those of you that know me personally, James, a lot of times will be like, I don't even understand like how you do the things you do. It is chaos. But I do the simple things every day. You guys, this is an everyday simplicity, everyday habit business. Please put that in the comments. This is an everyday habit business. If you do little things every single day, you win, period, hands down. I've never met anybody that doesn't do these simple things and they do them every single day, daily, that does not move their business forward. Never. When I ask them, hey, what happened? What did you do for your business this past week? Well, I reached out to a few people on Wednesday. Then Thursday I was really busy and Friday I was really busy and Saturday and Sunday were crazy. But today I'm back to it, right? Guys, this is an every single day, little bit. If you make a decision and go every single day, I am going to for 30 minutes. I am going to for 1 hour. We all have 30 minutes to an hour. doesn't matter how busy we are, whether we have to wake up 30 minutes to an hour before or go to bed 30 minutes to an hour later, to have success for your dreams and your vision, it's worth it, right? So we are really I'm excited about what we're going to be announcing this week and giving to all of you, that is really going to have you take our system, be able to go, okay, I have these 30 minutes to an hour, check, check, check. It's done. I moved my business forward today. Now, this vision that I have, that I'm watching every single day while I'm driving to work, I'm watching myself. It's now ingrained. I see this is happening because I did these little things, and it is going to move you forward. It is going to pull you to your vision, to your dreams, if you decide. It's 100% up to you. Okay. We're going to give it all to you. You just have to make that decision. I want you guys to know, I'm going to leave you with this. I have never seen a more fair, a more generous, a more truly incredible compensation plan and business. And I'm going to say it. It's the easiest product I have ever shared in the marketplace that everybody can share. That everybody can share. That's a big thing. When you're in network marketing, there's some great products out there. There are amazing products that our industry has, but I have never come across a product like the drops that truly every single person, men, women, young, old, doesn't matter what demographic you are in, this product is absolutely incredible for every single one of us. The compensation plan is absolutely incredible for you to win and win big here. So if you can't tell, I've never been more excited about where we're going, about how we're getting there. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to have challenges. This is not easy. It is not, there's nothing easy to get to the level of success that each and every one of you want to get to. There's nothing easy about it. I see Donna Sambula just popped up. Donna Sambula, you guys, this is the first time she's like, you guys, I've never made this kind of income. I've never made this kind of money in the industry before, ever. And I'm just doing the simple thing you put in place. That's it. I don't pay attention to the comp plan. I don't pay attention to the numbers and how things work. And I just do the action because her why pulls her to that action every single day. So I've never been more fired up. I'm super excited. We're going to be talking more this week, James. I don't know how much, we want to share there, but we've got so many amazing things that we're going to be giving you guys to really absolutely crush your business for 2025.
Just you wait. Lyndsey, Yocom, thank you. So proud of you. And thank you for your collaboration partnership. Guys, throw Lyndsey tons of love in the chat below. Quick closing statements here. Every single person that did their vision statement. So remember, this week's gonna be crazy. Monday, you'll be unveiled the things that Lyndsey just talked about. Just wait, an action plan. Tuesday, there's a corporate call. Wednesday, there's the other corporate call. And then Thursday morning, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. For those that did your vision statement, we will give you your exclusive invitation to this event with John Wadsworth. So be chatting with him and giving him all the good news. So just stay tuned. We will get that link shortly and have fun with that. So with that said, take your decisions today, take those vision statements, take those forward moving actions, and just think, what am I going to do different today? What am I going to do different this week that I know will move my needle forward into the direction of my vision? And last quick step is this. Who here feels like you had some people that should have been listening to this too that weren't on today as well, right? Could anyone think of some people? Our best trained team wins. I'd highly encourage you, all the replays are in the partners groups. Tag your teammates onto this. Be the promoter. Be like, hey, you got to catch on to this. Because if you just follow along the bouncing ball, the things that we are doing together, we promise you, you're going to win big. We promise you this will be your freedom. We promise you, you're going to look back at the end of 2025 and look at your vision statement. It's actually going to happen. All right. So with that said, so incredible to have you all on here. Feel free to mute yourself. Have a blessed weekend. And that is our launch.
Blessed to everyone. Blessings.
Love you
Everyone.
guys.